So here we have war number 5 of season 33. I have a slightly different team here. Do not need Apocalypse for this war. I just need to bring a synergy for some shared fights. And so we have Hercules here versus Silver Centurion, which is a new placement. I've never seen him here. I was not scared about this fight in the slightest. But we'll definitely see how it goes shortly. We get that heavy attack, and here we probably want to go for that intercept. So here we have him ramped up, persistent ramped up. Honestly, for easy fights, I don't even really care to get myself all that ramped up. I just, really nice timing there. I just kind of want to ramp myself up for the future. I have no care to ramp myself up in fight, because I just don't need the damage. Special one should probably finish it, and it does. Unfortunately, my Path 4 guy ended up dying to Nick Fury with an almost kill, so I went in to finish with my Hercules. Pretty straightforward, taking this node, not with Hercules admittedly, but so now I get to get 2 charges for free. So I can bait out a heavy attack here. That's 1 charge. Now I can go for an intercept. I'm just going to do a backdraft to be safe. Doesn't go for it. Okay, he's waiting, and I can get parried because I'm stunning, so I just hit in because I'm impatient. And he doesn't go for my backdraft, and light intercepts me. And he special ones, and it's unblockable. 4 prowess, and I'm down to 19%. I don't throw that because I don't want it to be whiffed, because I felt like I was too far away for that one. So now he's no longer unblockable, and we're getting a little bit of that health back with Adrenaline. What a bad fight. Admittedly, definitely not the nicest AI, but I got slaughtered there, and that will cost me probably 2 or 3 potions, so definitely not the way that I wanted to finish up 20%. I just feel like sometimes I'm just playing pretty sloppy this season, and I definitely need to get a little bit crisper in my gameplay. Luckily, I've not died for the most part. Granted, I've died a couple times, which is more than I want to, but I've gotten away with some mistakes. So here we go. We put an invul on for Mordo. Very, very easy fight. Just keep the slow up, and you don't have to worry about mix mash. You don't have to worry about astral evade. I got a wags, which means that I get free slow as well. I don't have to like heavy count or anything. So pretty standard here. Combo past his power gain. Keep up that slow even before it expires. Just trying to be very careful. I don't want to knock him down here because I actually have a 30% taunt on him with my Furies, so he can actually throw that special, which he has done to me before. Not in war, and here I forget. I was thinking of it as a Mordo fight and forgot it was also Mixmaster. So we lose our entire invul. Remember what I said about playing crisp and clean? So here we go. We probably should have comboed there instead. And see, he throws it with the granted, he never actually went into block, even when you're not taunting him. If you knock Mordo down right as his power gain comes, he actually will often go for that special. Because when you knock him down for some reason, he loves throwing specials right after. And combo to special 2, and this might finish it. And it does not crit, so it doesn't. Not a big deal. We want to make sure our slows back up. We do not want to have that same mistake. So we back off, even though that medium would have killed, and then we get caught in a backdraft, which is just like, how? Right, and we could drop a heavy there, but once again, we want to play so safe. There's no reason to leave the fight at this point. And a medium ends it. So definitely playing too careful at the end, and that's going to cost me a potion as well. You're seeing a theme here. Now we have an Ebony Maw fight. I've taken this fight every war, I think. If not every war, very close to it. I don't know why people place him here. He's only hard without the Defiance tag, because with the Defiance tag, you have She-Hulk, and you have Stealth Spidey that can just absolutely massacre this node. So I want to bait out that special one just for kinetic transference purposes and ideally block damage too. At this point, it's a pretty standard fight, and if you've seen any of my other stuff, you've probably seen me take it before. But this is one fight that I'm actually very confident in, very, very confident. So I don't necessarily feel all that stressed going into this fight, and for the most part, I feel like I can take this fight anytime. So you just want to get to special 2 if you can. Sometimes I PS1, but I was running low on those, and I knew I could take it without it. Because the Petrify will actually mitigate the kinetic transference and slightly reverse it, so it allows me to re-parry to my heart's content. There we go. Now our Petrify is off, which means that we should probably not re-parry as much. Maybe go for more, heavies and whatnot. But we still go for nonetheless, because I don't necessarily care all that much about his power. The more special ones he throws, the more times I can knock him down. It doesn't really affect me. If anything, it might help me. So, just like that, that fight is over and done with. Next, we have a Black Cat. I was initially not scared at all this fight, but then I realized that her Sabotage debuff would actually deal a substantial amount of damage. And I also realized that intercepting her would cause her to evade, because I haven't really learned a lot about Black Cat. So you can see me throwing an Invul boost on a fight that I thought was going to take 45 seconds. And basically the game plan is we want to slow play and ramp up, so that when the time comes where I can intercept her and the combo shields are down, I can just nuke her. So that's the game plan. We're going to play safe. We're not going to even bother with intercepting, taking rid of the protection. We're just going to knock these combo shields off. And when the time comes, we're good. So we bait out the special 2. And again, and again, and again. And we're about to get cornered, so we throw the special 1 for spacing. What a lovely AI we have here. Definitely feel like the AI has been a lot worse recently. Does not go for anything super passive. I just blocked the whole thing because there's no reason not to. I was trying to go for light and heavy, but I saw that I did not have enough time, so I aborted that attempt. I think we have a special 1 here, which we blocked the whole thing as well. No need to get fancy. I just want to come out of this fight with as much health as I can. So here we go. We hit a parry, which we probably should not have done. We bait out the intercept and special 2, and she disappears. So still a pretty easy fight. Not perfect by any means, but we played it safe, and I'm pretty happy with how that fight went. Now we have Mr. Sinister. This is a pretty basic fight. I'm actually going to get the crit up. Either way is fine. The first problem with critting him is that he'll actually end up regenning more than your critical hit. So that's the issue with not having the crit up. But the thing is that critical hits do more red damage, so in my mind, it's okay to put the crit up if you want to. And I personally usually elect to use the special 1 versus Mr. Sinister at least once, so I can get that critical hit up, or the critical rate up. Because I just feel as though it makes the fight faster. Granted, it can get out of control eventually with the healing, and then you want to stop. So after a certain point, it would probably not be advisable to do that. But in a short fight like an Alliance War fight, crit is definitely going to be probably better than not. So here we go. We are doing damage still, because you can see, for example, 61. We heavy him. Okay, well, both those didn't crit, so that wasn't a great example. But we're still doing damage. Like that's 7k red damage, so it's okay. Still doing lots of damage. So here we just want to intercept in special 2, and then he should disappear. We bait that out. Trigger Infuriate. Intercept special 2. Lights out. So another very quick fight. And we are on to this Mojo. I realized this was a rank 4 before going in, which is not necessarily ideal. But it's an exciting fight. I have not taken this fight yet. Ever. With the rank 4, so I mean, I'm excited to try this fight, or I was. And I've taken Mojos before with She-Hulk 3 or 4 times, and then a couple times in off-season, and it hasn't been a problem yet. Go for a little backdraft and it doesn't work. Miss a parry, but also trigger the prompt. And here we just want to bait out special 1. I am pretty good at baiting the special 2. And dodging it, but I would prefer not to have to do that in war. It's just an unnecessary risk. So, I mean, I knew this was going to be my last She-Hulk fight, so if I wanted to do that, I probably could get away with it. I would just prefer not to. So here we need to get an intercept, and just in time he gets a power bar, so it's harder to intercept. Bait out the special 1, and then we can hit an intercept. Okay, not anymore. He has more power now. So now we want to tap him. Oh, we just go for a straight intercept. That was probably the right play, though. So we go for an intercept so we can hit the special 2, and then we want to bait it out. And just like that, we got an intercept without, having to worry about a special 2. I just would prefer not to actually have to just do a straight intercept in war. I mean, I'm not saying I can't do it, but I just rather not, because it's safer. So here I'm thinking I want to do a backdraft into a special 2, which we land, and I abbreviate the combo to kind of keep the power down. We also purposefully had him fail a prompt. Not that we're ever trying to complete the prompts, but made extra sure to fail one so he doesn't have that massive Fury. Because having a giant Fury that probably gives him something stupid like 8k attack is not necessarily something we want on an offender. So here we hit an intercept, and this fight's gone. Very easy. Not a problem in that fight. And now we were going to take Cersei on node 50, but due to boost reasons, that was taken by somebody else. And now we have the final boss. People have been placing Super Skrull bosses against us, and I always have a partially ramped Hercules at rank 3, and I have a lot of experience with him and against Super Skrull, so I generally find myself to be the best option in these situations, or find myself as the best option in these situations. So we want to bait out the special 1 ideally, which we, I believe, do soon. Here we go. And I play this boss fight very safe. Probably safer than one needs to. So here I want to bait out the special 1. If the special 1... Oh, never mind. I throw the special 1. The other way is to bait it out and use the falter. So here I push him to special 2 because I don't care about my health as much, and so I'm happy to do that if it saves time and changes the timer, right? The main issue is, it's not the issue of time itself, it's the issue of the longer you're stalling, the longer his timers have, right? So here, I could throw special 2, but I was scared about the falter, so I back off and bait out the falter. Right here. But then, I get the Mystic, which I knew was going to happen too, that's why I backed off. And just like that, my precisions fall away, and then I release block. I think that was an accident. I mean, I think that was a bug, but I'm not sure. I was holding... I got locked in a block, which is a thing. So, that was a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're still very much in control of this fight so far. We probably want to throw a special 1 right about now, cancel out his falter, which we do, and then hit an intercept for an opening, and we're pretty much almost at the finish line. Here's a special 1. Probably just throw another special 1 for the anti-miss. Let's see if we do that. Ooh, we'll go for some intercepts into special 1. Yep. Okay. And just like that, this fight is almost in the bag. That's 8 fights this war, which is my least this season, but we did decent as a battle group, so I'm pretty happy with it. And that is the war. Alright, have a good one.